Why wholesale deals are harder to find and what to do about it. Yes, there's more competition, there's a lot of difficulties, but this is what you can do in order to overcome these hurdles and obstacles in order to maybe close your first wholesale deal or create a thriving wholesale real estate business. The first reason I want to talk about why wholesale deals are harder to find is because of competition. There are more companies getting into wholesale real estate, more individual investors wholesaling real estate, and even cash buyers just sourcing their own deals and cutting out the middleman and doing that operation themselves. Back in the day when I first started, even looking at direct mail, like it was cheaper to send out direct mail than it is now. I think part of that is because of competition. If you look at Google ads, one reason why it's more expensive is because the keyword is getting way more competitive. The more broad and general something is, it's harder to target on Google ads. And that's because more and more people are searching for it and more people are targeting these words. And so to me, that's actual proof that there is more competition. Another thing with competition is that there are big corporations getting into wholesale real estate, right? They have the capital, they have the cash, they hired the right people, and they're just spitting money into a wholesale business to get it started. And so they're okay with losing tens of thousands of dollars for a couple of months in order to reach that point where they can become a profitable business. And a lot of beginner wholesalers cannot compete against that. They can't afford losing money, right? Or they can't afford all of this money towards marketing, all this money towards hiring people. This is how it can get a little bit more difficult to find wholesale deals, is because of the competition. Now, with this, what can we do as wholesalers in order to overcome this hurdle of competition? So the first way to overcome competition is to not see it necessarily as a wrong thing or a bad thing. I think mindset is super important when you start a business, and understanding that, okay, sure, there's competition, there's other people out there, but I'm still going to try this business and I'm still going to succeed, right? That's first. So have that right mindset. Number two is to see if you can actually work with your competition, especially as a beginner. So one thing that I did before is, when things started to get tight and more competitive in my market, sometimes I would partner with a bigger wholesaler in town in order to sell one of my deals. Or if my deal was a little bit unique where I wouldn't find cash buyers so easily, that's when I would target or collab with another wholesale company. And if you're just a beginner also, what you can do, you can work for this company, learn how they do wholesale real estate, and then after you gave them value and you receive value back, you can start your own company. The other thing with overcoming the obstacle of dealing with competition is that you can set yourself apart from these big corporations when you're dealing with the actual seller. Some corporations are actually not in your target area, right? They hire a bunch of cold callers. They may sound like they're from overseas, but you're from your specific city or your specific town. You can go up to that seller and be face to face. And to me, that trumps everything. That is so much better than someone hearing a caller from some other place they don't even know where, and they're used to getting scam calls. But when they see you face to face, they can tell your story, or they can hear your story, how you live in that area or where you're from. You all can connect face to face. I think that changes the dynamic, even though that company may offer that person a little bit more, but because you're there, because you're building rapport, you're able to get that deal. And so yes, there is big corporations deploying cash, doing all these things, but you can bring that hometown feel to that deal. So competition is one reason why wholesale deals are getting harder, but then again, you can overcome it by becoming that individual business owner that people see that are just starting out, and you're connecting and you're collaborating with other competitors. Also, you're trying to set yourself apart in this digital age and go in person and meet people and build rapport. Now, another reason why wholesale deals are getting harder to complete is because of different laws and regulations happening around the country. On this channel, I have talked about different laws and cities requiring certain licensing or disclosures in order to close wholesale real estate deals. And for a lot of beginners, this can be a hindrance for them to get started, especially if they're in a city that requires a license in order to wholesale real estate. But how can we overcome these these different licensing requirements? Well, one is that most of them that have rules or regulation around wholesaling, they don't require a license, but they require a disclosure. And that's fairly simple. You just have to put in your contract, hey, this is what I'm doing on wholesaling. I'm not actually the end buyer. I'm going to advertise this contract. Or even if you have to verbally say it, you can say that to the seller. I think even if your city doesn't have that requirement, I think it's important to disclose, hey, yes, my partners and I plan on purchasing this property, but I need a day in order for them to see this property. And at the end of the day, I won't be the one buying this property. Essentially, one of my partners, they're going to use their money to buy this property, or something to that sort, to let them know what you're doing. I do agree, like, it can kind of be weird when people think that you're buying their house, but it's actually someone else. And then another thing is that they may require a license. So how do we overcome this? Well, one, you can just get a license, however that entails, whatever things you have to study. I think for wholesaling too, it may not even be as intensive as getting your real estate license to be an agent or a broker, right? So it may be something more simple. The other thing is that you can either work with an agent to represent you on your deals. If you have been building up your company, let's say you need to close deals, you can have someone like an officer or someone who has a license to just be on your books. Now, of course, check with your attorney in your city, in your county, in your state to see if all of this is legal. And then another way to overcome that obstacle of different regulation is you can virtually wholesale. I don't know exactly, let's say New York requires you to hold a license. Can you virtually wholesale in a state like Georgia? Will they still require you to hold a license in order to wholesale in Georgia? I'm not sure, but to me, it seems as if you're wholesaling in that state, that's where they require all of those regulations. So we talked about the hurdle of competition and laws and regulations and licensing around wholesaling and how to overcome it. The third hurdle I want to talk about, and why I think this makes it harder for people to get started in wholesaling or even close wholesale deals, is because of the price. As you all know, in this economy, inflation is still high. Things are so much more expensive. And earlier in the video, I talked about how I saw how direct mail is more expensive, right? Because paper is more expensive, mailers are more expensive, stamps are more expensive. And so as a beginner, if your income hasn't increased that much and hasn't kept up with the pace of inflation, that will hurt even more. Another thing is that I talked about Google Ads. Yeah, Google Ads is more expensive. Leads are more expensive. Cold calling is more expensive. But different software is actually around the same price than they were maybe 4 or 5 years ago. For example, PropStream is still around $100 a month. And if you're interested, you can check my link down below. But, things are more expensive. So how do you overcome it? Well, there are different ways that you can just budget and make sure you invest the right amount of money in order to give you the most amount of results. The first way I want to talk about is that what you can do is you can do a marketing technique that doesn't require a lot of capital. Obviously, direct mail requires a lot of capital, but cold calling can be a cheaper alternative. Yes, it still requires capital, but it's not as expensive. So you can cold call, and plus, I think cold calling can be more effective than direct mail because you get an immediate response from a seller on whether or not they want to sell their home. Another thing is that there are different softwares, like I mentioned, that actually are the same price than they were 4 or 5 years ago. Another thing is that you can find free ways to close your first deal or close wholesale deal, right? Working with agents, looking on Facebook Marketplace for homes for sale by owner, on Zillow, even working with agents who have their house listed for over 150 days and seeing if there's something you can work out with them. So those are different free ways that you can actually wholesale real estate. So in this video, I talked about 3 different reasons why wholesale deals are harder to come by, but I also mentioned 3 different ways to overcome those hurdles. So I hope you all enjoyed this video and you can implement these changes in your wholesale real estate business.